By 2025, Darcey Silva's name has become almost synonymous with transformation, but not in the way she once dreamed. Once the glamorous face of 90 Day Fiancé, Darcey built her fame on love, heartbreak, and the promise of reinvention. But over the years, her obsession with perfection has turned into something darker. A painful journey of endless cosmetic surgeries, emotional breakdowns, and a body that barely resembles the woman fans first met. It all began with good intentions. When Darcey first appeared on TV, she was confident, bubbly, and determined to find love. But as her relationships crumbled one after another, something in her shifted. She started to believe that maybe love had slipped away because she wasn't enough. Not young enough, not thin enough, not perfect enough. That insecurity became the driving force behind every cosmetic decision that followed. From Botox and fillers to full-body liposuction, Brazilian butt lifts, and facelifts. Fans first noticed her transformation after her breakup with Tom Brooks. Her cheeks looked tighter, her lips fuller, and her body drastically reshaped. At first, viewers supported her, praising her confidence. But as the surgeries continued, concern began to replace admiration. Each new season brought a new face, a new look, a new attempt to erase the pain of rejection. Darcey's obsession with surgery soon became a storyline of its own. Together with her twin sister Stacey, she flew around the world chasing beauty miracles. Turkey, Dubai, Beverly Hills. No distance was too far for another round of cosmetic enhancement. In one of the most shocking transformations, Darcey underwent a Barbie makeover, a procedure that included liposuction, a breast lift, a rhinoplasty, and even a new smile. She proudly showed off her results on social media, calling it her rebirth. But behind the camera, fans could see the truth. She was losing herself more and more with every cut, every stitch, every injection. What was meant to boost her confidence started to destroy her self-image. The woman who once inspired others to chase love and happiness was now chasing an impossible standard of beauty. Her followers began to express concern in the comments, saying she looked unrecognizable and painfully altered. But Darcey didn't stop. The compliments, the filters, the likes, they kept her hooked. Every time someone praised her transformation, it fed into the illusion that she was finally becoming the woman she always wanted to be. But in reality, Darcey was trapped. Each new procedure came with pain, recovery, and emotional exhaustion. She started to look older instead of younger, her face appearing swollen and stiff. Even simple expressions, smiling, laughing, seemed forced. And emotionally, she wasn't healing either. Despite all the surgeries, she still struggled with loneliness and insecurity. Friends and insiders have said that Darcey's obsession with beauty became a coping mechanism, a way to distract herself from deeper pain. Failed relationships, public humiliation, and online criticism all pushed her further into the surgeon's chair. It wasn't just about vanity. It was about control. When her love life and public image spun out of control, changing her body was the one thing she could control. Her show Darcey and Stacey only amplified the pressure. Cameras followed every moment, from consultations to painful recoveries. Fans began calling her out, accusing her of setting unrealistic beauty standards. But Darcey defended herself, saying she was just doing what made her feel confident. Still, that confidence seemed more fragile than ever. By the time she revealed her latest round of surgery in 2024, many viewers couldn't recognize her. Her nose was slimmer, her face tighter, her lips drastically overfilled. The woman who once cried openly about wanting real love now looked like a stranger, even to her most loyal fans. Plastic surgeons online began analyzing her photos, warning that she was showing signs of overfiller syndrome and surgical fatigue, terms used for people who've simply gone too far. Mentally, it took a toll. Sources close to Darcey claimed she became more withdrawn, more defensive, and obsessed with online comments. She would block critics and delete negative posts, but deep down, she knew something wasn't right. She once said in an interview, "I just want to feel beautiful." And those 7 words revealed everything. The endless search for validation, the pain behind every smile, the emptiness behind the glitter. And the irony is heartbreaking. In trying to become perfect, Darcey lost the one thing that made her truly special: her authenticity. Her raw, emotional vulnerability was what drew fans in, not her looks. Now, her brand revolves around filters, surgery, and transformation. but not growth. The woman who once represented resilience now represents a warning about what happens when fame, pressure, and insecurity collide. A warning about how the beauty industry profits off our pain, and a warning about how far people will go to escape the reflection they no longer recognize.